I'm Brian Wilson alongside Larry O'Connor.
And joining us right now for a special Friday appearance from Fox Business Network, Stuart Varney. Of course, his show, Varney and Company, every day, Monday through Friday, 9 to noon. Hey, Stuart, how are you?
I am very well, thank you. How about you?
Oh, great. Always good to talk to you. And I do want to we definitely want to ask you about what the Fed didn't do yesterday. But we're always interested in your insights on American politics, and we missed the opportunity yesterday to get your immediate reactions to the debate. Looked like foreign policy and national security front and center. From the perspective of a guy on Fox Business Network, the economy didn't get mentioned much. Were you surprised at that? And what did you hear that you liked?
I was very disappointed. I just got new numbers from the Census Department showing that middle America is really, really hurting. From 2007 to now, median household income, let's not get technical, but that's the wages, the earnings of middle America, down $3,700, down 6.5%. Now, that's stark evidence of President Obama's economic policy failure, flat-out failure. That was not mentioned in the debate, and that to me was very disappointing. I'm a financial guy. I follow what's happening to America and its money. And when middle America is in decline like this, I think that should be topic one, right up front there, because this election is all about returning America to prosperity. I wanted to hear how these Republicans are going to do it. Instead, CNN provoked a food fight. Mm-hmm. They provoked a cage wrestling match in which one candidate was pitted against another, and we really didn't get to the issue of prosperity. That, to me, was very disappointing.
All right. Well, so you talk about how it's not going well in middle America. Is that why the Fed yesterday decided to leave interest rates alone?
I think that what you're looking at is a politicized Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
I think Janet Yellen and Ben Bernanke before her essentially bailed out President Obama's failed economic policy. When that policy failed, they flooded the economy with a ton of money trying to rescue his economic policy package. And that's what you're seeing now, a failure to raise interest rates because they don't want to upset the president and his economic policy. That's the way I read it. Huh. Now, when the market opens this morning, we're going to be down. The market is passing judgment on the Fed's failure to either raise rates or failure to project into the future a promising economy. And that, to me, is another grave disappointment.
Yeah, let me just follow, because one of the things we were talking about earlier this morning is when you have credit like that that's so cheap, it causes people to make sort of bad decisions. I mean, you make more risky investments because you need to find something that's going to get a return, and the things that are getting returns are more risky than the safer investments. And it causes people to spend and not save.
Yeah, if you put money in a bank right now, go to a bank and get a CD, you will get less than 1% interest. I mean, that's nothing. So if you want to make some money, you're kind of forced into the stock market. And that's where you do make, or you have made some money in the last few years. Now the Federal Reserve thinks, oh, gee, if we raise interest rates, the stock market will crash and people will lose their money and will go down the tubes. So the stock market has become, the Fed has become a stock market regulator. Huh. It's not supposed to be that way.
Well, and Stuart, you just suggested that they're doing this because of political pressure from the White House. And so, I mean, given that, and given the fact that Hillary Clinton wants to be the next president, and we're basically the next time they meet will be just weeks away from the Iowa caucus, is there any chance that the Fed could raise interest rates during a presidential election season?
Oh, of course there's a chance, and it has been done before. And maybe they will do it this year. I just don't know. But at the moment, they are responding in part to political pressure. But dig a little deeper for a second. What they're saying by not raising rates is that this economy is not in very good shape. Neither is the world economy in very good shape, and the stock market is very susceptible to a sharp decline. So you got to read into this in full. This is not a good message from the Federal Reserve. That's my opinion.
Our guest is Stuart Varney, and his show, of course, Varney and Company, is on Fox Business Network every day, 9 to noon. What I love about Varney and Company is you do a lot of what we do here on Mornings on the Mall, which is you talk about everything that America is talking about. And, well, Stuart, America, and especially the media, is talking about this moment from yesterday's town hall for Donald Trump. Listen.
We have a problem in this country. It's called Muslims. We know our current president is one. Right. You know he's not even an American.
We need this
birth
question.
certificates, man. But anyway, we have training camps growing where they want to kill us. Mm-hmm. That's my question. When can we get rid of it?
And, of course, Donald Trump didn't do anything. He just went on and answered. He didn't do anything to correct the question. Do you have thoughts on this, Stuart?
Well, he's being criticized for not refuting the allegation at the heart of the question, not refuting it. He deflected the question, and he's being criticized because he didn't go right at the question and say, that's not true. He didn't refute the allegation.
Right.
Just contrast that for a second with what Hillary Clinton said in an interview with Wolf Blitzer on CNN. Now, Carly Fiorina had challenged Hillary Clinton. Watch those Planned Parenthood videos. Watch them. Wolf Blitzer on CNN says, Madam Secretary, did you watch those videos? She didn't answer. She totally deflected. She said Planned Parenthood should not be used as an excuse to shut down the U.S. government. That's a deflection.
Right.
And the media says absolutely nothing about this. She totally failed to respond to the question, and the media says nothing.
Interesting double standard.
And in fact, there were all kinds of questions that she failed to answer during that interview.
Well,
yes, she was asked about the emails,
right,
and she said that's not worthy of a comment. Are you kidding me? This is on CNN, the Clinton News Network, of course.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, I think you're both being generous to call what Will Blitzer did in an interview. I think it was more of a shoulder massage, but that's just...
That was good, Larry.
Hey, Stuart, have a great weekend.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on
Stuart.
a Friday. It's 7:43 on WMAL.